Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, temperatures are slowly cooling off throughout the region. We have 50s, 60s, and 70s right now. In fact, mostly 60s east of the Cascades. It's 65 in Lakeview. It's 57 in Chemult. Still low 70s for the Rogue Valley. 70 in Medford, 72 in Grants Pass, 69 in Montague, but 50s right now, mid 50s along the Oregon coast. Now, the latest air quality report is showing the smoggiest air right now, or the air with the most haze and smoke, is over towards Weed and Mount Shasta City right now in moderate air quality. So for the rest of the region right now, it's actually looking fairly good. There is a very weak cold front just offshore. There's not a whole lot to this, but this is moving from the west towards the east. This will move into the region for the day tomorrow and actually knock off some of our high temperature readings that we saw for today. So the forecasting for tonight: upper 40s, low 50s east of the Cascades, 50s up and down Interstate 5 and along the Oregon coast. We're looking at 58 for Medford, 56 in Wairika. Tomorrow, temperatures are generally going to be about 5 to maybe 10 degrees cooler west of the Cascades, and maybe 5 degrees at the most east of the Cascades, so not as much relief for east side. But we're looking at 69 for Brookings, 88 for Medford, 84, which will be a lot more comfortable in Grants Pass, but still low 90s down towards the Shasta Valley. 94 in Wairika, that's better than the 99 that we had for today, and upper 80s, low 90s east of the Cascades. So our stormcast for the remainder part of tonight, showing that we could see a few clouds along the Oregon coast and maybe some patchy drizzle towards morning for the extreme northern part of Curry County, so mostly like Cape Blanco or Port Orford. But other than that, we're going to be looking pretty dry throughout the region. In fact, we're just going to be looking drier and drier as we go through Monday and into Tuesday as well. And then we start getting into a little bit of a southwesterly flow late on Tuesday. So in terms of the winds for tomorrow, we're going to be looking, unfortunately, at similar kind of wind gusts for pretty much most of the area that we saw for today, except out towards Lake County, where we could be looking at wind gusts 25 to 35 miles an hour throughout the day. That may last also into Monday in the same locations, and the other rest of the region still looking at wind gusts about 20 to 25 miles an hour. With the exception of the coast, you're still looking at winds around 30 to 35 miles an hour. Maybe a little bit of a break in the winds for Tuesday, but before we get to our next system on Wednesday, again, we're going to start looking at those winds 25 to 35 miles an hour east of the Cascades. So hopefully the humidity will be able to come up a little bit to make some relief for firefighting efforts. Now, right now it's showing some smoke east of the Cascades, but there's not a whole lot out there at this time. But we could clear out once we go through the day tomorrow, with the exception of Siskiyou County, which will get the smoke from the Applegate fire throughout the day. Then we go through Monday, and then things will start to clear out a little bit more. So our system that's going to cool us off for tomorrow pushes off towards the east. We get into a little bit of a southwesterly flow, so temperatures will come up just a little bit more until we get towards Wednesday, when finally a system will move into the region and cool us off quite a bit, especially by Thursday. But then temperatures come back up, but they're not going to be super hot by then. So here's your forecast for the Oregon coast. Again, some patchy drizzle possible towards the northern part of Curry County for tomorrow morning, and then again on Wednesday. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly 60s and lows around 50 degrees. Northern California, high and dry for the next several days. Mid-90s and temperatures peaking on Tuesday before cooling into the 80s for Wednesday and into Thursday. For the Klamath Basin, we'll be looking at 80s for the most part. However, 90 is the forecast high for Tuesday. Overnight lows generally into the 40s, but 70s by Thursday and Friday. Cascades mostly into the 70s, and then you'll cool off into the 60s. And the only chance of rain that you have would be late Wednesday night and to Thursday morning. And for the Rogue Valley, a little bit cooler for tomorrow. Temperatures go back up to about 95 on Tuesday. Then we cool off significantly by Thursday.